por si acaso, por si acaso, por si acaso. This means just in case, just in case. So this is a very common phrase, just like you say in English, sorry, not in Spanish. It's a common English phrase, just in case, right? Just in case you need something, you bring that something with you. So it's the same case for this phrase, por si acaso, por si acaso. So por, the word por, means for or by. Okay, depends on the situation. Si without the accent mark means if. Acaso, acaso is it's a very good word that means perhaps. In some situations means perhaps, and there's also no direct translation, but you are using it in a very peculiar situation, where you're asking more about certain situation. For example, ¿acaso no te acuerdas que te toca pagar? Acaso, that's the first word that I said, and it's like saying perhaps you forgot that you need to pay this time. It's it's a simple example, but it's like very similar to perhaps, maybe, but if you want to say just in case in Spanish, then por si acaso is the phrase that you want to say. Okay, so let's remember that, even though every single word means something specifically, the whole phrase is a complete different meaning. As a phrase, it means just in case. So let's look at some examples using this phrase. By the way, you don't have to worry about feminine, masculine, plural, singular, any verb conjugation. You don't have to worry about that, because that phrase stays as is. You don't change it. You don't have to change it. So let's look at some examples. The first example is: voy a llevar un suéter. Voy a llevar un suéter. Por si acaso. Por si acaso. So essentially, you're saying what you're going to do just in case, right? And you can add the phrase por si acaso, just in case. So the meaning of this sentence is: I'm going to bring a sweater just in case. Just in case it gets cold outside. It happens. I always do that. I always bring a sweater with me because some stores are really cold, or, places can be cold, outside can be cold. So I just don't like feeling cold. So just in case, I'm bringing a sweater with me pretty much all the time. Por si acaso. Okay, so let's break this down and let's see how this sentence works. Voy means specifically voy a. We have to include those two words. Voy a means I'm going to do something. Okay, I'm going to do something. We're not saying what yet. Okay, but if you want to say I'm going to ... you can say voy a ... Okay, so llevar. The next thing you gotta do is add a verb. Voy a comer. I'm going to eat. Voy a llevar. I'm going to bring. Okay. Voy a correr. I'm going to run. Voy a leer. I'm going to read. Okay. So remember, if you want to add a verb right after voy a, it has to be in the infinitive form. So the verb has to be not conjugated. Don't conjugate the verb, essentially. That's what I'm talking about. Un a suéter. Remember the accent mark? Suéter. That means sweater. Those two words, suéter, sweater, are quite similar. And then we have por si acaso. Just in case. Voy a llevar un suéter por si acaso. I'm going to bring a sweater just in case. Okay? Of course, you can add more to that. Just in case it's cold outside. Por si acaso hace frío afuera. Okay? So you can add more. But you can just say por si acaso. Okay? Just like that. Just in case, I need this, or it's cold outside, or whatever reason. Okay. Excellent. Now let's look at another example using por si acaso. Okay. The next example is, ¿sabes si va a llover? ¿Sabes si va a llover? No sé, pero lleva paraguas, un paraguas, por si acaso. ¿Sabes si va a llover? No sé, pero lleva un paraguas por si acaso. I think we need a comma here. There you go. So this could be two people talking. The question, someone asks, ¿sabes si va a llover? Okay. And then the other person can say, no sé, pero lleva un paraguas por si acaso. Okay. So the meaning of this is, do you know if it's going to rain? I don't know. Oops, you cannot see that. Sorry about that. I don't know. But take an umbrella just in case. Take an umbrella with you just in case. Okay? So, just in case it rains. It can happen. It can happen. So, the question, ¿sabes? ¿Sabes? If you start a question, start off by saying ¿sabes? That means, do you know? It's informal. If you want to make it formal, just remove the letter S. Sabe. Sabe. Okay? But it's informal. You say this to your friend, to your family, to someone who you are comfortable with. Sabes. Okay? Sabes. Do you know? Si, without the accent mark, means if. Okay? If. Va a means it's going to. Okay? It's going to. Va a. Llover means rain. Okay? This is a verb as well. You can just say by itself, va a llover, and that means it's going to rain. That can be something you can say if you see that it's going to rain, for sure. But if you want to ask, do you know if it's going to rain? Then you can say, ¿sabes si va a llover? And then this is the answer. No sé. No sé means I don't know. So you can use that phrase, that little phrase, to just say, I don't know. Okay? No sé, just by itself or as a part of a sentence. Pero means but. Lleva, tú lleva. We are not saying tú, which means you. Okay? Lleva. It's like a command, do this, right? Lleva un paraguas. Lleva un paraguas. So lleva means take. Okay? Lleva las llaves. Take the keys with you. You're essentially saying take something with you. Lleva un suéter. take a sweater with you. Okay, so lleva is very useful for sure. Un means an. Paraguas. Paraguas means umbrella. You can also say sombrilla or paraguas, okay? And then we have the phrase we're learning, por si acaso. Por si acaso, who knows, right? Maybe it's gonna rain. You have to take that umbrella just in case. Just in case. So remember, por si acaso means just in case. Just in case. It can be used by itself, just to say just in case, or you can add it to a whole sentence, usually at the end, but it can be flexible. You can say, por si acaso, lleva un paraguas, okay? Por si acaso, lleva un paraguas. Just in case, take an umbrella with you, okay? Excellent. Excellent.